Ankalaev versus Guskov. Full card predictions. This card really isn't the best. It's not a bad card though. There is some decent fights on it, but I mean, bro, it's not the best card, but this is a fucking banger. There's some good fights. Early prelim opener is Cody Gibson versus Abdul Hussein. I'd be lying if I knew who Abdul Hussein was. I've done a little bit of tape study. I couldn't give a fuck about this fight. It's a Cody Gibson fight at the end of the day. I'm going to go with Abdul Hussein, probably via unanimous decision or late finish. I'll say decision though. I mean, he's 28. The far faster, more athletic fighter. I mean, Cody Gibson's 38. He's never been good in his career. He's got flattened by Aori Length. So maybe Hussein could chin him because his chin, maybe he's a bit loose now. But I'll say it goes to a decision. Gibson, he's lost a bunch recently. What's he got? Like a record of like 2-6 in the UFC or something. He's not a good fighter, bro. He's not a good fighter. Abdul Hussein's probably just going to be able to take him down at will over and over again. Maybe if Cody Gibson can weather an early storm, he could pull it off late. But I'll say at least a 2-1 decision for Abdul Hussein. I don't really see Cody Gibson winning the fight. He's a big favourite. I'm going with Abdul Hussein. Who cares? Like, who cares? It's a small guy for the Division 2, you know. But, you know, of course I'm going with Abdul Hussein. This is a decent fight. Ankalaev versus Mike Davis. I'm going with Ankalaev. He's a bit boring, Ankalaev, to be fair. A bit of a control wrestler. Looks very much like Khabib. Doesn't really feel... I don't think he has any finishes in the UFC. He's got a very high decision rate, but he is very good. In his last fight against Shamrock, Shamrock's complete ass, though. Shamrock's fucking terrible. But he beat the shit out of Shamrock and, like, actually outboxed him badly. He didn't even need to wrestle much in that fight. He rocked Shamrock badly multiple times on the feet, using his boxing and striking. Striking looked good in that fight. Shamrock's basically a punching bag, like... He's a tall punching bag that you can throw at guys to style on, and Ankalaev absolutely styled on him. He's tough, but he's fucking terrible. So yeah, Ankalaev absolutely styled on him, rocked him a bunch of times on the feet, cut him open bad. Mike Davis is coming off a win, right? Yes, he's coming off a win. I can't remember who it's against, but he's coming off a win. He got out-grappled by Freziam. Freziam's good. I thought Freziam was like a future top 5 fighter. Just lost to Tom Nolan. He ain't that good. Freziam ain't that good. And I thought he was on a super long win streak, but he ain't that good. Mike Davis, I do believe, will lose this fight via decision. I think Ankalaev's going to be able to grapple him. I'm sorry, if Freziam's wrestling you and picking you up and dunking you down, I think Ankalaev's going to be able to do the same. I think Mike Davis can have moments on the feet. He can rock Ankalaev. He has big power. He beat Mason Jones. That's a really good win. Mason Jones is very good. But that was a younger Mason Jones. This version of Mason Jones is a different beast. I think Mason Jones is much better now. So I'm going to go with Ankalaev via decision. I think he's just going to be able to control him, out-wrestle him. I think he can have moments on the feet pressuring in, making it a messy, ugly fight. Obviously, if we're going at a technical striking match, I would probably favour Mike Davis. But even then, Ankalaev can have moments, especially with the takedown threat. So I'm picking Ankalaev via decision. Magomed Tushalov versus Blenderson Ribeiro. This is a complete domination squash match. Like, Blenderson Ribeiro is very shit. Like, he's bad. He did have moments against, who did he fight? Abdul Rahman Yakyayev. He landed a head kick. I think he rocked him with punches early, but I got subbed in around at the end of the day. He had a little bit of success. Magomed, he's a very explosive finisher. Like, he puts opponents under immediate fast pressure. Super aggressive early, and Ribeiro's pretty chinny. Azamat Murzakanov knocked him out. Umar Sy finished him in round 1 by TKO. Terrible loss. That is a fucking terrible loss. Tushalov's is a lock in this fight. He's going to close the distance. He's going to force Ribeiro back, and he's going to knock him out instantly. It's going to be a 3-minute KO at max. Like, I'll be shocked if Ribeiro pulls this one off. I'm going with Tushalov, TKO round 1. He's going to get Ribeiro out of there very, very quickly. It's a fucking, like, what can I say? It's an easy win. This is a sick fight. Ismail Bonfim versus Axel Solar. This is a sick fight. I rate Axel Solar. Axel Solar's pretty good. Bonfim isn't all that at all. His brother's great. Ismail Bonfim has like He has a losing record on the UFC. He just got knocked out by Chris Padilla. He lost again. He has that great win over Terence McKinney where he fucking colded Terence McKinney with one of the most nasty KOs I've ever seen. Sent McKinney into the shadow realm face first to the canvas with a nasty flying knee. But Terence McKinney is shit. Terence McKinney is pretty shit. Oh man, I'm going with Axel Soler. Axel Soler coming off flat war. I'm surprised he's back this soon because he went to fucking war with Mason Jones. That was an insane fight. He had moments early. He rocked Mason Jones with a spinning elbow. But Mason Jones, too fucking tough. I love Mason Jones. He's too fucking tough for him. He pressured. He broke Axel Soler. Do I see Bonfim being able to weather an early storm and break Axel Soler? No. No. Axel Soler's a big dude for the weight as well. Knocked out Reese McKee at 170. He's a big welterweight. I rate his striking. He's got a bit of a karate style. He's got big power too. You know, Reese McKee definitely ain't the best. He's really shit. But he's very tough. Reese McKee's very tough. And he finished Reese McKee. And it was a nasty finish. I'm picking Axel Soler via TKO. I'll say round 2. I think Bonfim has a chance to pressure. He just got knocked out by Chris Padilla, though. Chris Padilla is good, but Chris Padilla he ain't amazing, bro. And he got, ass whooped in that fight. Axel Soler, I'm pretty confident he's going to win this. I'll be pretty surprised if Bonfim pulls it off. So I'm going with Axel Soler. Round 1 or 2, TKO. I think he's just a more clean striker, has much more power. Bonfim's been knocked out a couple times. He's a bit of a can. You know, getting finished by Nazim Sadikov. At one point, I thought that wasn't that bad. That's a pretty bad loss. I'm picking Axel Soler, TKO. I'll say round 2. There should be an easy win for Axel Soler. And it should be higher up on the card. Weird bout order. Santiago Ponzinibbio versus Sam Patterson. I'm not going to break this one for too long. Santiago Ponzinibbio's 40. He's pretty chinny. He's never been that great. He used to be alright. You know, he had a couple decent ones. Now he's very old and very chinny. He lost his last fight by D-Rod, right? D-Rod knocked him out, which I guess ain't the worst loss. He got knocked out by Kevin Holland, I think. I believe he got knocked out by Kevin Holland. I'm going to pick Sam Patterson via TKO in round 1. I think he's just going to back him up and knock him out. Or maybe he does fight on the back foot, Sam Patterson, to be fair, sometimes. So maybe it will be Ponzinibbio will walk into a big shot. This is a layup for Sam Patterson. Sam Patterson, bro, he was a fucking top-end prospect, in my opinion, at one point. You know, he had that fight with MVP that just wasn't a fight. They just stared at each other for 3 rounds. Fuck MVP. He needs to be gone out of the UFC. He's a coward. This is a Sam Patterson easy win, though. I like Sam Patterson, dude. I think he's definitely ranked material. I'd pick him to beat a D-Rod right now, you know? I think he can beat guys like Mike Mallet. He could beat a Mike Mallet. He could. That's a close fight. I'm going with Sam Patterson, knockout round 1, or finish. I'll say knockout low. Ponzinibbio's been chinned a few times, so this is a Sam Patterson KO. Dustin Jacoby versus Mohamed Saeed. This is a weird fight. Jacoby's won 3 in a row. Arguably deserves a ranked opponent, but Mohamed, he's fighting a debut guy. I have to go with Jacoby here off pure experience. Mohamed Saeed, he's fought no one good, at all. Jacoby's a kickboxer, glory kickboxer, went competitive with Alex Pereira, beat Khalil Roundtree. That was a robbery. He beat Khalil Roundtree. He just has so much more experience. Hits harder. Saeed can mix in the takedowns, and if he does it over and over again, he can make this a bit of a boring fight. He can push Jacoby up against the fence. He can try to drag him down. He needs to avoid the kickboxing range of Jacoby, and I don't think he can. Jacoby is a very good kickboxer. He's a good distance. He uses his distance well. He's pretty patient on the feet. I'm going to go Jacoby via decision, or I'll say a TKO. I think he'll be able to finish Mohamed Saeed. This is a really weird fight. I'm pretty confident he's going to win this. Mohamed Saeed's fought there's no one of any note at all. He's fought no one good, so it's hard. I can't pick a guy who's fought no one good. He is a talented fighter. He's shown talent, but talent is one thing. He has a talent against really low-level guys. Jacoby's a I'd probably one of the best unranked light heavyweights. Like, I'd pick Mohamed Saeed against a low-level guy for his debut. This is a really tough fight for him. So I'm going with Dustin Jacoby. I'll say a TKO round 2. Volta Walker versus Thomas Peterson. This is a competitive fight. I'm going with Volta Walker to snatch up a heel hook. Thomas Peterson's not bad, though. Thomas Peterson can wrestle. He can strike. He's pretty well-rounded. Pretty small guy for the division. Volta Walker's going to be a lot bigger than him. Look at the size difference. Like, it's weight low, weight similar. Dude, Thomas Peterson is a middleweight, really. He is the same size as a Dricus du Plessis. He is the same size of, like, some guys in the division. I mean, you think Sean Strickland, the same exact height. If he leaned down, he can make the weight. Thomas Peterson, he's a bit talented. He's not really too athletic. Doesn't really have any finishing ability in the UFC. He beat Guilherme Pat via like a decision. He actually almost signed him out. I fuck with Peterson. He looks like Peter Griffin. He's a bit of a meme. Volta Walker's been heel hook and everything, and I'm afraid if Volta Walker can't heel, if he isn't able to heel hook him, he's very open on the feet. Volta Walker's striking's pretty shit. So I think, like, he will lose eventually. 100%. He's already lost to fucking Lucas Bursky somehow in his debut. But he's on a good win streak. Like, I think a Curtis Blades would beat the shit out of Volta Walker. Most likely. Like, Thomas Peterson's a good grappler, though. So maybe, if he defends a heel hook, maybe he'll be able to win. Even on the feet, though, I could see Volta Walker being able to rock Thomas Peterson. But yeah, I'm going to go with Volta Walker submission, round 1. Heel hook in round 1, I'll say here. That's what I predict to happen. Thomas Peterson could pull it off. He could win a sludge fest shitty decision here. But I'm going to go with Thomas Peterson. I'm going to go with Thomas Peterson to lose via heel hook in round 1, I'll say. Like, I just can't. Thomas Peterson got knocked out by Gaziev. This could even be a knockout for Volta Walker, to be fair. But, you know, I don't think Volta's a lock. I do think he's going to win. Get the heel hook off again. There will be 5 in a row, which will genuinely be insane. And he needs to step up. But yeah, I'm going to go with Volta Walker submish. Why is this on the main card? We got 2 Russian nobodies. What? Like, why is this on the main card? Weird. Very strange. Sajid as a Gakmaev lost his debut to Nicholas Dalby as a big favourite. Look, that was a really boring fight, a really shit fight. I'm going to go with Abu Bakar Vagayev via decision. Probably a shit fight. You got 2 boring Russians. Vagayev he's a very well-rounded welterweight. He's more well-rounded than Izzy Gakmaev is well-rounded, but he really ain't that great. You know, he has good, strong wrestling, and I think good enough striking to, you know, be able to definitely compete with Izzy Gakmaev, or definitely be better. He's a more strong, physically guy. You know, in the clinch, we saw Nicholas Dalby have good moments in the clinch against Izzy Gakmaev, using his little breathing technique, pushing him against the fence. I think Abu Bakar can do the same. I think he can bully him around and smash knees and pressure him and bully him in the clinch. But I see Izzy Gakmaev losing. I think he's going to be able to get pressured. I think he's going to be taken down, dragged down, held down in moments. This will be a very boring fight. I think a lot of control time here. I'm going to go with Abu Bakar via shitty decision. Having moments on the feet, controlling him, landing ground and pound, I'm going with him. Rizvan Kuniev versus Tyrell Fortune. It's a decent fight. Kuniev will win this. I'm picking actually a knockout for Kuniev. Tyrell Fortune, he's reasonably athletic. He has a good wrestling base. Can strike. He's well-rounded-ish. Kuniev is a good boxer. He beat Curtis Blades. That was a robbery in my opinion. I think Curtis Blades is a much better fighter than the Tyrell Fortune. I really do. I don't rate Tyrell Fortune, you know. Sure, the Tybura fight wasn't short notice, but Kuniev's a top-end heavyweight, you know. He's beaten Gelton Almeida. He showed great takedown defense in that fight. Gelton Almeida, although really boring, he's pretty good. His wrestling's very good. We saw he just took down Volkov. Well, he could have easily won that fight if he wanted to be a fighter. Obviously, he didn't want to. He wanted to control him and lost that fight via damage off the ground. But Kuniev has power in the hands, a good boxer. I see him damaging Fortune. He beat the shit out of Curtis Blades in round 2. Damaged his face badly. It was a close fight, though. I'm going to go with Kuniev. I think he's going to get TKO in round 2 or 3 or a decision. That's what I think is going to happen. It could be a slopfest decision here, but I think Kuniev could get a knockout here. I'm going to say he gets a knockout. I think he's going to be able to knock out Fortune. He's a much higher level fighter than a Tyrell Fortune. Tyrell Fortune hasn't beaten anyone good like Tybora's best win. I don't rate Tybora at all, especially in 2026. Tybora is pretty shit. So I'm going to go with Kuniev by TKO round 2 or 3. I think he's going to be able to break him with pressure. I think body shot's going to be good. I think he's going to be able to mess him up in the clinch. You know, he showed good elbows. He has good technically. He's a good technical striker, you know. For a fat guy, he moves well. Pretty athletic. I'm going with Kuniev. I'll say he gets a TKO. Magomed Zainukov versus Damien Rizpeki, a.k.a. John Pork's debut. This is a huge debut. John Pork is seriously hyped up. We all fuck with John Pork. We love John Pork. Dude, John Pork. Chanko, not John Pork. He is John Pork. I love this guy. We all are rooting, and we know John Pork's going to batter this guy in his debut. Damon's no joke, though. He's got more experience in MMA than Zainukov, but I don't really... He's dangerous, and he could make it a competitive fight with his grappling, but John Pork is clearly like a way better, cleaner striker. I think he's training with Team Khabib, but he's gonna be able to stop the grappling, you know. He's training with fucking elite level grapplers like Khabib, like Makhachev, all these guys. I'm sure they have some other guys out you don't even know of and out there, like elite level talents out of that region. His grappling defense is going to be up to par. He's going to have great grappling defense, and his Muay Thai is so slick. It's very slick. He is hittable. He got dropped in his Dana White Contenders Series fight. But the sheer volume he can put on, he mixes it up to the body and the head. I these really, really nice front kicks to the body. They're stabbing front kicks to the body. He throws them often, and that wears on you. Doesn't have the most power. He's a volume striker. He likes the pressure, he likes going forward. Sometimes he'll have a bit of a bad round 1, but then in round 2 and 3 he can start upping the volume and the pressure and he start putting the pressure on you. He can break you later down. And I think he's going to break down Rizpeki and win a decision. Dude, this is going to be a sick fight though. I can't wait. I've been hyped for his debut. Can't wait to have it. He's sharp boxing, he's got dangerous kicks. Dude, Zainukov, he has excellent distance management. Excellent. And he's training at, as I already said, an amazing camp with all these elite talents. I have to go with John Pork here. He should win this. I think pressure early. I think he can, you know, maybe Rizpeki. I think if you're Rizpeki, I think he should be the one pressuring. Because he's going to be able to try to get the grappling going. I don't think he's going to be able to take it. I'll be shocked. Saying how good his team is, I'll be shocked if he's able to take him down. And I think Zainukov is going to be able to force him into a striking battle. And if you're striking with John Pork, you're in a fucking world of trouble. I see this being a pretty dominant, maybe 29-28. I'll say, yeah, maybe 29-28, but he starts pouring it on, gets a 10-8 in round 3. He could get a late round TKO. He could, but Rizpeki's undefeated. I don't see him quitting on himself like that. I think he's going to win a decision here. It's going to be a sick fight, though. Can't wait. John Pork's here, dude. Here he is. Finally. Took his time for his debut, but this is going to be a really fun scrap, and Zainukov should win. This one won't take long to break down. Islam Dulatov versus Wellington Turman. Wellington hasn't fought for 3 years. He's an absolute can. He's a little bit tough. He's very shit. Islam Dulatov's a top mogger. He's a model. Been very inactive. So hopefully we get a more active Dulatov because he's not going to take any damage in this fight. This is a very, very easy layup. First round TKO for Islam Dulatov. I mean, what can I break down here? Like, look at the odds, bro. He's going to finish him very easily. Islam Dulatov's very athletic. He's a good striker. Bit hittable. You know, he has pretty good defensive wrestling. I don't see Wellington Turman doing anything here. This will be a very easy Dulatov TKO round 1. The hardest fight to predict on the card. Steve Erceg versus Ramazan Temirov. I like rewarding a drug cheat here. It's all good. This is a really, really tough fight to call. Ramazan Temirov, he's a ball of muscle. He's short and stocky. He pressures in. He has big knockout power in the hands. I rate Temirov, dude. And Erceg's chin is there. And he looked great against Tim Elliott. Tim Elliott's decent. He's old. He's a bit shit. But I do rate You know, I do rate as a Tim Elliott win, and he did style on him. Urseg's hittable. Urseg's very hittable, and losing to current day Moreno, I don't like that loss. I don't like that loss. Moreno right now, he ain't all that at all. Moreno is not very good right now. God, it's hard, dude. It's a 50-50. It's a pick him for a reason. Urseg could pump out the jab, use his range, front kicks, like elbows as Temerov comes in. If we're getting a Pantoja performance, Urseg, he will win this fight. But he's pretty inconsistent. Ode Osborne rocked him on the feet. Badly. Ode Osborne arguably won. Ode Osborne's fucking shit. He rocked him badly. He rocked him really badly. Had him almost chinned. I'm picking Temerov via knockout in round 1 or 2. I think he's going to explode in. I think he's going to be able to throw a big looping hook. I think he's going to catch Urseg on the chin and finish him, similar to Kai Kara-France. Man, I don't like Kai. I don't rate Kai Kara-France at all. I don't think Kai Kara-France is good. He's decent. He ain't that good. I think Temerov is a similar level, or I'd say even a higher level fighter than Kai Kara-France. Temerov's coming off that steroid thing, the drug abuse thing that he got banned for a year for, but it wasn't like he took them on purpose. It was a doctor gave them to him because he was injured, and he didn't say he was a fighter, so he got caught out. But it wasn't like a real bad, you know, he wasn't like actually cheat like John Jones was. I'm gonna go with Temerov knockout in round 1 or 2. I think he's going to be able to chin Urseg. It's a close fight. It's a very hard fight to call. Urseg can definitely win, can go either way. I'm going to lean Temerov low. The most competitive fight in the card can go either way. I like Urseg. I'll be rooting for him, I guess. But I think Temerov's going to pull it off, man. I really do. I've got this gut feeling that he's going to be able to chin Urseg here. So, yeah. This is going to be a sick fight, though. I see it being a good finish for Temerov. Temerov's good, dude. Do I see him being a top 5 contender? No. Like, he could knock out a Kavanagh. I could see him knocking out a Brandon Royval. You know, that's possible. I could. He's at that level. We'll see by this fight, though. But he's at that level. So, yeah, I'm going with Temerov knockout. Magomed Ankalaev versus Bogdan Guskov. It's a decent main event. What's supposed to be Khalil Roundtree. I see this being a better fight than Khalil Roundtree, like a more competitive fight. I thought Roundtree was going to get, like, belt to ass destroyed. I don't rate Khalil Roundtree at all. I think Khalil Roundtree is super overrated. He gets praised off getting his ass badly beat. Like, he takes belt to ass whoopings. Like, belt to ass off Yuri, belt from Alex Pereira, like, different level CTE damage. And, Khalil's so good, man, because he had a good round or 2. Bogdan Guskov is good, and I think he would have beat Jan, which would have been next weekend. He's got an awkward kind of Bobby Green-esque style. You know, he from the hands from the hips. He does pull it. He does keep his hands up a bit low. He's not always hands down. That will lead him to being hittable. And I think body shots here for Ankalaev are going to be big. He's probably going to wrestle too. He can wrestle. Guskov got wrestle fucked and sold by Ozdemir in his debut. Ankalaev is more of a striker, though. So I do see this being primarily a striking match. Ankalaev could pull out the wrestling. I wouldn't be shocked. But I do think we're going to see more striking here. Like, Guskov, he has big power. Massive power in the hands. He can knock out Big Ank. I could see like a corkscrew kind of uppercut cross landing up the high guard of Ankalaev. That could happen. But I think body shots are going to be the huge thing for Ankalaev. And Guskov taking this on relatively short notice. He wasn't a training camp blow, so it's not like he wasn't training. But he is taking this on short notice. And it's 5 rounds. He was training for a 3-round fight. He's going to be in good shape. He's not going to be in perfect shape, though. I think this is going to be a late finish for Ankalaev. I think front kicks to the body. I think big crosses to the body. I think he's going to be able to land on the head of Guskov with that low style. He is hittable. Krylov landed on him. Jan Blachowicz, he could, even at 43, he was pumping out the jab. You know, he was landing the jab quite often. He dropped him in round 3. I think we're going to be at a very pedestrian, very slow, bit of a boring early first 2 rounds. I think Guskov's probably going to rock him in a moment early on. I'm telling you, a corkscrew kind of uppercut cross type thing is going to rock Ankalaev, I believe. I don't think he's going to knock him out. He could, though. He's a live dog. Guskov's got a chance. He's awkward. Ankalaev, he's a very technically skilled fighter. You know, the front kick to the body, I think, is the main weapon here. I think punches to the body, Guskov's going to tire out. And I'm actually going to say a 5th round TKO for Magomed Ankalaev. I think he's going to pressure him. I think he's going to put it on him late. Guskov will accept the back foot against Krylov. Against Jan Blachowicz, he accepted the back foot, and it can work. So, but Ankalaev never, ever overextends. He doesn't overextend ever. He really doesn't. Keeps his chin tucked most of the time, unless you're Alex Pereira, where he just put a crazy pace on him. I don't see Guskov being able to pressure in like Guskov doesn't. He accepts the back foot often. That loss to Pereira is not aging well, though, at all. But in a trilogy, I would go with Ankalaev over Alex Pereira, to be fair. I think he got caught very early on. But yeah, I'm going with Ankalaev by TKO. I don't think he's quite a lock. I do think he's going to win. I don't think he's a lock in this fight. But yeah, Ankalaev should win. He's the more skilled fighter. Had the higher experience at a high level. He is the best light heavyweight, I'd say, right now, between him and Oldberg. I think Ankalaev is the best light heavyweight. He should beat Guskov here. Guskov could knock him out. But I'm going to favour the experience, the veteranship, the championship level of Magomed Ankalaev to pressure, body shots. I think he's going to rock him and drop him in round 4 or 5 and get a TKO. So I'm going with Magomed Ankalaev, TKO. I'm going to say round 5 or round 4. That's the end of the video. It's not the best card, it's a fun card. We got a good time, don't have to stay up, which is fun and great. So yeah, like, subscribe, do look good. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.